What up, y'all? We're back. It's Picture It Didn't Happen. And this week, we're doing an episode that's not an interview. We're going to just hang out with you guys. The Yeti, Fats King.
This is something we're going to do more going forward. Once a month, we're going to have a solo shit where it's just me and that ugly motherfucker.
Yeah.
Our intention on this is we'll be talking, the things that people like us like: conspiracy theories, serial killers, big government problems,
Okay,
scary shit.
I like cartoons and
Well, okay.
laughing at things.
Do you know how fucking hard it would be to do? Like, we tried to do an episode about cartoons. You can go back and listen to it on Spotify. It's god awful.
Yeah,
it's god awful, horrible. Go ahead, I dare you.
Yeah, it's not great, but that's what I like. So I don't know what to tell you.
Well, before we actually get into the show, I want to discuss a few current events things. And I want to tell you first and foremost, congratulations to your Bengals. I'm surprised your head is still on your shoulders.
Yeah, it was. I'm not gonna I definitely teared up while I was watching that. It just because that wasn't supposed to happen. I thought we had something special, but I still thought we needed at least another year, maybe two, to really shore up that line. So holy crap. Now I have to wait 2 whole weeks. And I mean, I guess it's awesome, but man,
okay. The first question I have for you is, if you don't win, are you still satisfied with how this season played out? Or is this like, when the Bulls were fucking literally going fucking completely fucking lossless, but it looked like they might not get the championship? What's your thoughts here?
I mean, so
is it all or nothing?
I mean, it feels like we still have plenty of time to within the window to finish fleshing things out, and I think we are going to be back in these positions a few times over the next couple years. But it's kind of like, we're already fucking here.
Well,
just
remember the thing I texted you when you messaged me about Brady. All the old gods are dead or have been humbled. This is a new league.
Listen,
it's a league without Tom fucking Brady. Just think about that right there.
I mean, Breeze, Roethlisberger, Brady, Manning,
there's no one left from the old guard.
No, it's definitely going to be.
Philip Rivers, is he still playing?
No, he's done. He decided to retire with his 75 kids and hang out.
Smart guy.
But yeah, I think we have plenty of time. And do I want to win? Absolutely. But it won't be just this devastating thing, because it really feels like we have something special here that
it's a sooner than later kind of thing.
Yeah. And I mean, we could see what happens with a window this large. Who knows? Maybe we can get 1 or 2 before we have to figure out how we're going to pay everybody.
Yeah, that's usually how it works. Well, that's been football talk. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out of the way, because I know that's something that is like really been you and a lot of people on my friends list are losing their shit over this.
It's been so long, and they were so bad.
Long. It's been so long. I will congratulate you if you win, but if you lose, I will laugh so goddamn hard. And it's not because I hate the Bengals. I just love watching other people suffering sometimes.
Well, I mean, that's messed up. I'm actually most interested, I think, in seeing who the bandwagon celebrities are that are going to show up that are all of a sudden wearing Bengal stripes. And
I mean, I'm sure you'll see Nick Lachey. He'll make his usual Cincinnati his yearly appearance.
Well, I mean, he always is going to find, if I can say something and be linked to Cincinnati and use it for my advantage. But I mean, I know there's definitely some local characters that are well known to be Bengals fans. However, I've seen the price for tickets to that game, and it's just going to be interesting to see which ones show up wearing orange. Like, we know you was liking the Raiders 3 years ago, Snoop.
Yeah, right. Okay, so the other thing, current events wise, I got to talk about. This is something I got to get off my chest, or else my head will explode. Tucker Carlson is very mad. He believes that he does not like the idea that we are changing the M&Ms, specifically the green female M&M. The thing he is the most mad about is he says that she's not attractive. He does not feel like he wants to sleep with her.
All right. So there's a lot to unpack here with this.
Yeah, okay, let's just start with the first piece of clothing, as you will, if we're opening this bag.
Yeah,
Tucker Carlson, what the fucking M&M?
It's a share size.
Not a that's bad. Not an anthropo, and not like, you know, at least if you say you want to fuck an anthropomorphic cartoon character that's a mammal, you know she'll have the right apparatus. Like Tucker, all she has is hands and feet. Is that all you want?
I mean, crunchy shell, probably some chocolate.
This dude's not okay. Like, he also said that he doesn't like that Minnie Mouse wears a pantsuit now. He believes that she's also no longer sexy.
Well, I didn't realize she was wearing a pantsuit now, but
who gives a fuck if she's wearing a pantsuit? It's a fucking cartoon character, and you're a political pundit. Don't you have anything better to be talking about than which cartoon characters, anthropomorphic cartoon characters, you want to fuck?
Hey, but now, however, if you are into cartoons and that's your bag, like, do you? So we don't want to be like shaming anybody or anything like that.
No, but rule
it's 30, a weird hill to die on as a
rule 34 should not apply to candy. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about candy characters, it's a little weird. I don't know. The whole thing, I've seen a lot of this already all over the internet, and honestly, it doesn't matter either way you go. Like, it's a fucking candy. It's not something that we needed. Nobody asked for it. It's a character redesign. Who cares?
Do you know the only way I'll give a shit about if they change the M&M mascots? If they change red and yellow, I want Billy West and J.K. Simmons forever. Give me that. That's who those characters are. That's who the voices of the red M&M and the yellow M&M. And for those of you who don't know voices like I do, Billy West is fucking Fry from Futurama, and J.K. Simmons is J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a cartoon. They've been around for forever. I don't think I really care if they change their shoes, because, I mean, I'm either gonna eat M&Ms or I'm not. I don't really care.
I'm not gonna put him anywhere near my genitals. I know that much.
I mean, it's not part of the plan. If it's part of your plan, let us know in the comments. No, don't fucking do that.
No, please don't. Please don't. Public service from your old friend Jubag. Don't fuck the candy.
I mean, it's supposed to melt in your mouth, not in your butt. I don't know.
You didn't, but you did.
Yeah.
And that is the best way to segue into this weird shit we're going to be talking about today. Today we are going to talk about Project MK Ultra. For those of you who don't know, that is the government's secret mind control experiments that took place from the 40s to, what was it, about the 1984, 85, something like that. I don't think I actually read the official date when they claimed they stopped.
Well, that's what they'll tell you. See, they'll say that's when they stopped, but
yeah, we all really know. Okay, so I guess, do you want me to be the one that leads into the beginning of this?
I mean, set it up.
All right,
really paint a picture, like with little happy trees, before we get into terrified lizard people and like spiders ripping people.
I mean, I'm not Bob Ross. I'm not that good. But so, okay, let's take us back to 1938, April 19th.
It's black and white.
It's sepia tone at the very least.
Nah.
Albert Hoffman, a renowned scientist, accidentally doses himself, the first person to ever be dosed with lysergic acid diethylamide. He had been doing experiments with a certain fungus. The name escapes me at this moment. I had it just like 10 minutes ago, but I smoke a lot of weed, so it isn't there. Google it, you'll fucking know what it is. But this fungus that they were using to the root of LSD, and he did not know this, but he had accidentally given himself the world's first acid trip. And he had what they described as a very wobbly, dizzy bike ride home.
Yeah, that's right.
So if any of your acid doing friends ever tell you that they're going to celebrate Bike Day, that's because on April 19th, 1938, this guy created acid. So that's what that is. That's what that means. If you didn't know, there you go.
And you should have a wobbly bike ride home too.
You should definitely have a wobbly bike ride home on that.
I don't recommend it. They will arrest you. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. Way to be a party pooper. But anyway,
not me.
So that happens. Now, flash forward to the end of World War II, maybe even a little bit before the end of World War II. America has its secret service, its agents. We didn't have the FBI yet. We didn't have the CIA and all this, but we had the protos to all of that, the OSI. And the OSI were a bunch of cops and army guys who had decided they were going to be spies. The number one thing this organization and most spy organizations at the time were trying to find and or create was a truth drug. They were looking for something that could make someone tell them anything they wanted to hear. And at the moment, while we were trying to figure out a truth drug, the Soviets and the Nazis had already been experimenting with mescaline and THC to try to create their own truth drug. They weren't having a lot of great effects, and I can't imagine somebody's going to be telling a lot of good stories, truth-wise, on mescaline. Just want to put that one out there.
You know, they never really did find that we know of, like an actual truth drug.
No. That's something else. Before we go any further, I'm going to say this: all this shit that they did and are going to do that we're going to talk about, none of this fucking worked. None of it worked the way they wanted it to or the way they thought it was going to. Just want to put that one out there. So
yeah,
the first researchers researching into a truth drug in America was an organization known as the OSI. The project was called Project Bluebird, and they were trying THC, cannabis indica specifically, or the layman, really, really good fucking weed. This is my favorite thing that when they were talking about the weed, they said that we didn't get the truth, we didn't get the truth drug that we thought we were going to get, but we did notice that subjects were more loquacious and garrulous. That means to talk a whole lot and laugh a whole lot. So they were really fucking high is what they were.
Yeah.
So right now, just imagine there's a bunch of low rent people, because that's who they pulled from. Their whole time, all the time in their experiments, they pulled from the minorities and what I like to call the less than people. They were the homeless, the indigent, the prostitutes, the mentally handicapped, people who nobody was going to give a fuck if they disappeared for a few days.
Yeah, because they always disappeared.
Yeah, they always disappeared. So these people were brought into these secret OSI bases, and just let me paint the scene for you. Just imagine 4 dudes in lab coats giving marijuana cigarettes to bums and hookers and watching them smoke and seeing what they would be like, and then talking to them and asking them questions and seeing if they could get the kind of answers they were looking for.
I mean, you're not going to get anything truthful. You're just going to get some pseudo intellectual deepness and probably lots of sexy talk.
I don't know. That was something else. We'll get to that too, because they did try sex as well. But so they're not getting the hopes and the dreams they had with Project Bluebird and THC and high doses of alcohol. They're not getting the results that they want. They're getting some kind of results, but it's not this across the board will break anybody truth serum. It's just not there. So there's words given. People find out. The American government finds out about LSD. They find out that it's been created in Switzerland and in this lab that Albert Hoffman works in. And the first thought they have is, well,
can I make money and can I make it a weapon?
Can I make money? Can I make it a weapon? Is this my truth drug?
Yeah, the key.
And the first thought they had about all of these questions is, Are the Russians doing it?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. This is the overreaching umbrella of all of this. After World War II, the only thing the United States government gave a fuck about was beating the Russians at whatever it was. And I know that everybody knows about the Cold War, and I understood a little bit, but like the level and the degree that these motherfuckers were like, well, if the Russians are doing it, we have to do it. We have to do it faster and better.
Yeah. Like it's kind of to like an obsessive level that this all went on. Like they don't tell us that in school. Like you just know, like, oh, you know,
people the Red Menace,
and,
you know,
yeah, and patriots, and it, you know, it was a scary time, but like
it was really fucking scary.
Yeah, like as deep as these people were going, the links they were willing to go to kind of makes you it. I don't know, because everybody's like, you know, when you're looking at like the different wars and things, you kind of like, well, that's the end of that. And like, America's great. We did this awesome thing. We beat the bad guys. However, that's not how the world works. And it's kind of like, well, the next chapter just went on going, and turns out they were doing evil shit on the sly.
Yeah.
So your heroes are not.
We'll get to one of the more evil fucking things that the American government did that involved, hey, the guys we beat, the Nazis, that involved them. We'll get to that too. Don't you worry. So anyway, now that we know what LSD is, and we're thinking this could be, the OSI is thinking this could be our truth drug. This could be it. This is, my dates are going to be foggy. I know I should know these, and I did know these, but again, I smoke weed. So this is the early 50s. I'm not getting, this is an overreach. You motherfuckers can go Google it and get the real story. But so
this is what note cards are for. All of you out there that are looking to get into this.
We'll get better, I swear. So anyway, I told him that before, and it came true. I am not a liar.
Steps,
so,
baby steps.
Baby steps. They're so baby. Like, so anyway, 1950, around that time, we're looking into acid. We're looking into LSD as this could be our truth drug. Project Bluebird is deemed an absolute fucking failure. More research is done into a truth drug from a different organization that was away from the OSI. Eventually, they failed and fell on their ass, and the project was returned to the OSI, and they instituted what's known as Project Artichoke. This is when shit starts to get fucking really, really frightening.
Yeah, because they made that up with some spinach dip, and they made some bomb ass cheap fucking dip, yo.
If I was sitting beside you, I'd flick you, but I can't because I'm here.
Safety of the internet, protected by screens.
For now. So anyway, Project Artichoke is was the same idea behind Project Bluebird. They were taking the less than people, the bums, the hookers, the minorities, the like I said, the less than people as far as they were concerned.
Anybody that had less money than them.
Oh, damn sure anybody with less money than them. That's absolutely a fucking at this point, I'm going to mention a name. This is a name that you should know is going to be associated with the rest of the story for the rest of the time. Sidney Gottlieb. This guy was basically the Dr. Jekyll of this whole debacle that we're about to go through. He was a monster. There was also a man by the name of George White. He was one of the cops who jumped over. He wasn't a scientist. He was he wanted to pretend to be a scientist with their junk garbage science. So anyway, Project Artichoke, they're taking these people off the street and they're dosing them with acid. And for anyone who knows what an acid trip feels like, if you didn't expect that to happen, would that or would that not be the scariest fucking thing that it's ever happened to you?
Yeah.
Fuck, I do it regularly and sometimes it's pretty scary.
Yeah, to not know that it's gonna happen.
Just to not know. You're in for what you believe is a routine exam, and while you're taking the exam, suddenly you're feeling this amazing euphoria and this crazy dizziness
or insane amounts of anxiety and just wanting to die.
And now remember, this was back when acid was really real. So like they were dosing these motherfuckers, and like they were going on week-long trips. And the whole time, they're just holding on to these people and they're not letting them go. They're looking at them, they're watching them to see what's going on, and they're asking them questions, and they're still not getting any fucking results. Still not. So there's that. Project Artichoke is one of the worst things this government, one of the worst things this government has ever done to its people. And
one of these days we'll do a full list, like a breakdown and like rank the foul.
I don't think we have enough time. I really don't.
Like top 5, and we'll just like pick them, or maybe we'll do like eras or something.
That's not a bad. That's not a bad fucking idea. Look at you thinking outside the box.
Yeah, tune in like in a couple weeks or something.
Shit, tune in like next fucking year, bro. What are you talking about?
No promises.
So anyway, the reason why I mentioned the Nazis before, and the reason why I'm attaching this to Project Artichoke, some of the key scientists involved in this project, in this study, were Nazis that were brought over from Operation Paperclip. If you don't know what Operation Paperclip is, the American government, after defeating the Nazis, the Germans, they were looking at all of the tests and all the science and all the data and all the technology that Hitler had above us, and they decided it'd be a damn shame if all this went to waste.
Yeah,
including key Nazi scientists who were just as evil, just as fucked up, and should have been hung at the Nuremberg trials.
I mean, yeah.
Hitler's personal doctor was hung at the Nuremberg trials. These motherfuckers, they didn't get hung.
I mean, you're not going to let a good mind go to waste. One that is creating these kind of technology. Should it be that way? Absolutely not. But as the government and wanting to be a dominating power, if you have somebody that is a beautiful mind type shit, stuff this world's never seen, we're going to go ahead and take that information, and you're going to go ahead and come work with us, and you're going to be a good guy now. You're not going to do the bad things no more.
Yeah, good guy, because we're the good fucking guys.
Yeah,
so
because that's how history works. We wrote it.
This is things start to get a little worse than I was already talking about. So in experimenting with LSD, and they decide, well, let's see what sleep deprivation does to these fucking people. So they would start taking these people, and they would put them on a regimen of retarded amounts of acid. I can't even 200, 300 basically it would be the equivalent of 200 hits, essentially.
That's just like a lot.
And on top of that, they wouldn't let them sleep for weeks. And
how would you sleep anyway, really?
I don't know. And all of this was done so that they could find a way to create, like, because on top of the truth drug, we'd also decided with Project Artichoke, we're also going to branch off into what's known as, now we're talking about the name of the show, MK Ultra. MK Ultra was the same idea as Project Artichoke. We didn't want a truth drug. Now we were trying to use this chemical that we've discovered that is a way to wipe people, make them a blank slate. We're going to find a way to create pocket personalities inside these blank slates. The only way you can make those blank slates, by the way, people, is to break a motherfucking person down to their nothing. Sleep,
basically
high doses of acid, physical violence, mental, like imagine for literally a week, every day someone comes in and just berates you and tells you how horrible and god awful you are while you're tripping balls and haven't slept for a week.
Yeah, I mean, anything to really just completely fry sections of your brain so they can rewire it. At least that was the theory.
Well, this is the best part. What they found out was that they can make a person a blank slate. They can. But you take everything. You can't make someone forget. Okay, it's like this. If I made you forget about the spy mission you went on, you also forgot you had a wife and kids at home. You also forgot that you know how to fucking do 30 jumping jacks a minute. You literally, they were trying to make blank slates to make agents, but they were really just completely wiping people's memories and brains, to the point that they said one survivor of this shit had to write out every day she had to look at a list of how to do her most menial chores. Sweeping the floor. Well, how do I sweep the floor? Doing the dishes. Well, how do I wash dishes? She had to write down directions because her brain never recovered from what they did to her.
They wanted laser guided, like precision weapons, and what they got was a warhead that just hit everything, and it works sort of like this. It's a little flash.
Nothing flashed.
Well,
nothing
no,
flashed.
I'll have to. Never mind. I was talking about that damn little thing from the Men in Black. It's what they created. They can.
Oh, were you gonna add a flash?
I can probably add a flash.
You should add a flash. You should edit this part out. Pause. What are we at right now?
I don't know.
Look at the time, fucker. It's just me and you.
It doesn't show the time counter, but it's 5:39. Oh wait, let me try to make it not full screen. Let's see if it tells me things. Zoom. Yeah, no, it doesn't tell me, but
does it say when we got started?
No, not until I'm done with it. Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
We can keep going. I got more. I just wanted to see what we were at.
Oh yeah, I'm imagining we've been about 25 minutes or so.
25 minutes. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, you only need about another 15. That makes it about 40. I mean, at the minimum, but we should have 15.
40's fine. 40's fucking fine. I'm just trying to keep people coming in at a half hour.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we got plenty on that. All right, let me reset.
All right. Well, you want to take over and say some shit because I've kind of been talking.
What were we talking about?
We'd officially gotten to MK Ultra.
Oh yeah.
You want to talk about some of the research you did?
I mean, I didn't do a whole hell of a lot. I watched like the one video you sent me, and then a bunch of other little clips that just talked about the same shit.
Did you get anything from it that would be able to talk about? Because I got some more shit. I can tell you why we don't have a whole lot of information about this.
I mean, all right, hold on. So I don't even know what the last thing we said was, but anyway, I'll do the flashy thing. I'll just bring it back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, with all of this stuff, it's been kind of hard to really dig into anything because, well, it's not something they wanted out there at all.
Well, so much so that they fucking deleted, burned, and shredded as many documents as they fucking could. And what information we do have, it's only by a chance mistake that someone didn't get rid of it.
Yeah, because it wasn't like it was on the internet. Like if they get rid of these papers, and some recordings, it literally doesn't exist. It's wiped from history, and we would have never known about these things. With all them getting into the mind control and trying to create these crazy agents that we hear about in movies.
What's fucked up is there is a woman named Cathy O'Brien. If you Google her, she actually claims to be a survivor who went through the full MK Ultra. Like she claims that she was a sex slave. She was used to transfer to to get dirt on high ranking foreign dignitaries. And what's fucking crazy is the guy who she's married to. They claim, and I'm saying claim because I can't stake that this is true or not, but he claims that he was her handler. And the fact and the thing is this guy was an FBI agent. He was a high ranking FBI agent.
Oh yeah, that's stuff I've heard. That's pretty common. If they think like they'll put husband and wife like, hey, spy on this guy, and that whole fucking world is crazy. Like, don't.
No. What their story is that he fell in love with her by being her handler and by watching all these things that she went through. And their story is that he was the one that helped her escape. It's fucking crazy. I've got the book on my Audible saved. If you want to check it out, you should check it out. But like, her story differs from what I see in my research because all of the research shows that it failed, that none of this worked, that all of these fucking experiments led to nothing.
Well, yeah, and that's part of the design of the whole thing, the deniability of it, because you destroy these people so thoroughly and all they have to do, this person's crazy. You can't believe what they're saying. That never happened. And they gonna doubt themselves because being so completely fucked up, they don't know if it's what's real, and those lines get real blurry.
Yeah, I mean, imagine being a guy walking down the street. You see a bum talking about they took me into a room and they put stuff into my head and now this and now that. He's just a fucking bum. Can't believe anything he's saying.
Yeah, he's crazy. The government doesn't really do that. Come on.
Yeah. Well, and that's why all of this shit going on right now, people are like, well, I don't believe my government would lie to me. And it's like, motherfucker, where have you been? Your government's been lying to you almost since its existence.
And it's right now, they're super just, it's almost like they don't care. And they're just like, yeah, we don't give a shit what you think. We're just going to do whatever we want. But,
full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least then they were trying to hide it. And I think the internet makes it a lot harder to do those kinds of things now.
So at this point, the OSI has graduated and it's the monster that it is today. It's now the CIA. And the thing about the CIA is it's an organization that operates outside of the jurisdiction of the U.S. government. It is almost an entity of unto itself. The FBI wanted no part of this this operation, this MK Ultra. All of the government organizations who knew about this. Oh, here's another thing. The people who were involved in MK Ultra were also the only people who they were allowed to be around and talk to were the people involved with the Manhattan Project. The government looked at these two projects as the most important things that we're doing right now in military sciences. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Like, they weren't playing like they wanted to know these things, and they did not care about, like, I know they were saying, like, the guys that were doing this, like, they would say, if you ask them like about their job and the things they're doing, they just, oh, it's so much fun. Just like,
yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other thing. These motherfuckers had so much fun about this, but what's great is now nobody who's still alive is talking. None of them want to talk about what they did or what happened. This is the kind of shit that people should be brought up on fucking war crimes. These are crimes against humanity. They literally, and then the thing is we can't give you an accurate count of how many people this happened to, but it happened over a period of, now this is, again, what we said at the beginning, they said that George Bush came out and made a press conference during his presidency, claimed that all of the psyops and all of the things that they had tried in the 40s and all of this, they were like, yep, nope, it didn't work. And this is us telling you, not only are we done doing these things, we're sorry that we did them.
Yeah. It's an official apology.
Yeah, you can wipe your fucking ass with it. I sit and I think about the fucking the people who, like, just like I was saying, just imagine someone taking you off the street, putting you in a room, dosing you up, putting electrodes all over you, and then you just vanish. You just vanish for weeks at a time, and no one knows where you are. You're at their mercy.
Yeah, and I mean, just think about, like, just the probes part of that, and like getting hooked up to all these machines. Like, it's terrifying. Like, going to get like a tattoo or like going to a doctor and like they start.
Motherfucker, I almost had a panic attack when they put me in the MRI machine.
Yeah, like, and then like you're just tripping balls. You don't know what's going on. You're, everything's just not right, and you're getting hooked up to these machines. And what that is a nightmare. Like,
yeah,
no.
It's one of them. It's up there, and to think that some people who volunteered. Oh, this is another one. I forgot about this. I should have fucking mentioned this. Before they started experimenting on hookers and homeless people, do you know what they like to do? They like to dose each other's coffee around the office.
Oh, they're just joking.
Just joking. Hey, I put 30 hits in Bill's coffee. Look at him crawling the fucking walls.
If they had YouTube back then, it would have just been Office Pranks Compilation Volume 1.
Oh, that's fucking great. So yeah, like the overall that I keep coming back to this, and I guess this will be the way we wrap this up, is it didn't work. None of this worked. These horrible things that they did, this evil science, evil's the only word I can use to describe it. Is it as bad as what the Nazis did to the Jews? No, because people lived, but it's right underneath it, man. Just fucking barely.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. Let us know like what you guys think in the comments. Like,
yeah, and if you didn't know about this, if you didn't already know about this, Google it. This is not anything that I'm just bringing to you. This is shit that it did happen. It I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to happen with Operation Monarch and all kinds of other things that we shouldn't be talking about.
There's all kinds of stuff going on that, you know, we're just not important enough in the government's of the world's eyes.
It's below our pay grade, but it's things like this and people who are above us doing things like this that is the way that they're not gonna. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna get away with it because they already fucking did, but
yeah,
at least we'll never shut up about it.
I mean, I don't know. We're not going to get philosophical and deep about, you know, what the world could or could not be and the futures of what those may hold and how incredibly catastrophically screwed we all are. Instead, we're going to talk about positive things.
Okay, I got a positive. Camp fucking Zool 2 has officially been announced.
There you go. That's how I want to end it. Positivity.
Will you bring up the dates, Jamie? I can't look at my phone.
There's no Jamie. At least we got to at least get a different name. At least make this sound real.
Look up the Camp Zool dates.
Ha!
What is it? June 3rd through the 5th. Same fucking place. And
only
I said
warmer.
This time only warmer.
2% more warmth.
Well, I'd wager a lot more than fucking 2%. I want to put this out there. I said it in the alley, but I'll say it here since it's my show. This is a public service announcement. There is no excuse to stink. If you do not have a hotel, link up with a homie. They'll let you use their shower. I'm saying this right now. Message Fats King. I'll let you use my shower. There is no excuse to smell like rotten balls at this event, people. We're better than that.
Yeah, there's ways to take care of yourself. Like, I know some of you guys got to be camping. I know some of you got like them fancy camp showers, something.
I'm thinking about getting one because they're not that expensive.
Exactly.
Also, since we're here, I will go ahead and I'll put it out there. The next two guests we're going to be joined by the homies Wicked Wood, and we're also going to be joined by Jake Juggalo and Michael the Psycho of The Professional Show. This will be the first interview will be Wicked Wood. That'll be dropping the following Saturday or the following Thursday after we do the interview. And then Jake and Michael will be again the following Thursday after we do the fucking interview.
Yeah, and then actually the week after that, we're gonna actually have Jake Paul, and we're gonna get probably like, I don't know, somebody. I would let him punch me if I could punch him back. I mean, you just want to trade punches with him?
I'm gonna sleep him because I'm gonna hit him in his throat.
Oh, okay. So you're one of those, let's punch each other, but I gotta go first kind of guys.
I'm gonna let him go first because he's not gonna knock you.
All right. So
Jake Paul, I know you're listening.
No, he's not.
Nobody's fucking listening.
Never heard of us.
All right.
Never
heard
of
right, y'all. This has been Pics or Didn't Happen. You can find us on YouTube under that name. You can find us on Facebook under that name. You can find us on Instagram under Pics or Didn't Happen Official.
Yep. And
I got so fucking many of these left. All you have to do, PayPal. That's Pod.
That's a terrible promo. So we got all these fresh stickers, and we want you guys to get them in your hands. So all you got to do, if you want those, you can get a hold of us, and you can just use PayPal.
PayPal, Pics at
gmail.com.
$4 for one, $8 for two, $12 for four.
Yeah, so you get that special discount. So pick those up because that really helps us, so we can actually go ahead with some other ideas that we have that we want to make some new products and get some stuff out there for you guys when we're out and about. This
this may sound small to others, but to me, it's pretty fucking cool. We're like 30 bones shy of having our first 100 for merch.
Yeah. And by merch, he means stickers. So, like I said, go ahead and hit us up so we can get those stickers moving, because we do have some other super awesome things that we want to do. And we have some projects in the works that I've been scheming on, because we're going to try to planning things. So pay attention. We got big things going on. Oh, check out the homie in the pit promotions, because he's going to be putting shows in your area.
Joe Christie is about to change the whole fucking game when it comes to promotion.
Whoever your favorite promoter is, Joe Christie.
They suck dick. They suck dick. Joe Christie
knows better, and he's going to put on a better show. You guys come out, make those shows go fucking nuts. We can have a dope underground scene back in Indiana.
It's a motherfucking underground renaissance, bitches, and we want you all to be a part of it.
Oh shit, I'm gonna get me a lance and some armor. And wait, are we not going to the festival?
I'm gonna get that fresh ass fucking hat that Da Vinci wears.
Yeah, with the feather in it and shit.
Fuck yeah. All right, y'all. That's enough of this nonsense. Till next time.
Peace. We're out.